Thank you for joining us here at the Nikki Clarke Show. The show is about conversations that matter. And we have a number of people who are dealing with challenges. But when they deal with challenges, they overcome. And they use those experiences not only to help themselves and their families, but they reach out to others and they reach out to the community to uplift everyone in the process. So we have someone like that who is an advocate for an amazing organization, which she will describe. Please welcome the founder of HACO, Susel Munoz, to the show.
Hi, Nikki. Thank you for having me today.
My pleasure. Thank you so much.
So let me just explain. HACO is Hispanic Mothers with Autistic and ADHD Children, Ontario. And we are in the process of launching our organization. We first started as a regular Facebook page in where I'll post testimonials of parents like myself and share information about research and resources for parents to use. But now we're in the process of coming up with this incredible project. So we're very happy about it.
Well, congratulations. And
Thank
how
you.
long has it been in existence now?
We are in existence since 2012.
2012. Okay.
But in now 2019, we decided to turn the page into an organization which is going to blossom into many different chapters across Ontario. Our idea is to be the #1 leading resource page for Hispanic mothers. However, we serve parents from all across Ontario from different cultures. We have a lot of parents that are Canadians, and they're happy to have information in both English and Spanish. Mm-hmm. And we will continue to do so. So everyone is welcome. We are partnering with agencies and professionals and specialists on the autism disorder. And we're bringing out conversations about autism in the specific in the Latino community that we don't talk so much. Mm. I always said that in our culture we have an stigmatized conversation when it comes to special needs in general. So that's one of the reasons why I feel inspired to talk about it. And I want to shine a light on mothers and fathers in general that are, doing the work, and they're being silenced by all this stigma and prejudices and things like that. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I know that you're inspired by your own personal story.
Yes.
You're a mother with 4 children.
Yeah.
And each child is on a different level of the spectrum of
yes,
autism.
Correct. That's correct.
How was that for you as a mother? When you first got the diagnoses, what was that like to receive that news?
Yeah, life after diagnosis. Yeah, that's how we call it in our world, and it was very hard. When you plan to get married and you plan a family, you don't talk about the negative outcomes and
you don't plan for them.
No. You don't plan. You just talk about the beautiful baby. Sure. And plan for college and things like that. And then when the situation changes, you touch reality. And it was very hard. At first, we thought with our son Matthew that it was because he had a very hard birth. But then once the other ones were born, we realized that it was something that it was in our within our genetic component, perhaps. So now we're dealing with different types of, spectrums, right? And it's experience because everyone has a different need. Mm-hmm. Even diet-wise, they all eat different foods, right. And they have a specific sensory issues that we have to deal, and the sleeping disturbances and things like that. So it is a challenge. And so one of the reasons why the page is also very personal to myself and the rest is because I have put my life up there for the Sure. world to see. And everyone, it's literally following me on my kitchen and on my bedroom and my personal space where nobody wants to go sometimes. And I do it because I want to show the world how it's actually to raise children in the autism spectrum and how challenging it is. And I also talk about barriers that I face and things that I find across our city sometimes that, and I raise my voice and I stand up for what I believe is wrong. And I try to, communicate that to our city officials or
Right.
members of parliament or provincial, too, because I think it's important that we make a country that is accessible and able to accept people with special needs without any type of prejudice and a stigma.
You know, to help some people who maybe are new to the understanding of what autism is, can you describe what autism is? And then what are the resources available right now in Ontario?
Well, I can tell you what I know about autism as being a mother.
Yes.
Perhaps also, I forgot to mention this, I'm also a social service worker and an undergrad sociology student from New York University. But what I can tell you about autism and what I have learned is that autism is a neurological disorder that affects an individual in different areas, behavior, the physical body also.
Right.
It also have medical complications. Many children with autism present seizures disorders. They also have cognitive functioning processing problems too. So it's a combo. And they also have language impairments. And because of all these type of diagnosis or symptoms, they also present trouble learning. So we're looking at a spectrum. That's why it's called a spectrum, because it varies a lot and it's very broad. So this is why they struggle so much in different areas of their life, and they need so much support too. Yeah. What was the other question? Sorry.
What resources are available right now?
Well, with the province of Ontario, our new government deciding to cut up and change the autism program services. The resources now, my understanding is that they're very limited. One of the things that I can tell you that many of the services that are out there free for parents whose children are autistic are through public health. So from healthy moms to speech and language, to even the lunch programs in schools. These are all things that combine and help parents like us. We also have OT services that are given through all our agencies that are also connected with public health. So that's going to be highly affected. With the new budget coming up, we have a discrepancy of age and how they're viewing this money that it will be given to parents. And obviously, it's bringing worrisome among the parents because they don't know what to do next. And we so far don't know what's going to happen for the youth that are going to be 18 years old and what's going to happen after. So I personally not as much affected by this because my son, Isaac, for example, who is mild to severe, was never given IVI services through the prior government. And so that's why I talk about myself to do this, and I have educated myself about autism.
Right.
But I feel for the other parents, and I think they have the right to raise their voice and tell our politicians that, what's happening is not right.
Right.
Before, I believe, and I sent this message to our Premier, Doug Ford, before making a decision and creating a budget, you do have to consult your public, and you're just not the Premier for the Conservative, you're the Premier for everyone. So Liberals, NDPs, Green parties, and all that. So we have to listen to the parents that are telling you that the budget is just not right for them and it doesn't provide the services needed. And you cannot leave out any child under any circumstances, and this include, the assistance for children with severe disability budget should not be changed. Special home services should be given as it was before. This is to pay respite services workers for parents that are burned out and very overworked. And also, Mr. Ford, Social Services Ontario works and ODSP are not luxuries, are really benefits that are helping families that are struggling to make it. Because raising a child with special needs is really expensive. So that's something that I would like to say to him and everyone else at Queen's Park.
Okay, well said.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing your sentiments. And
Yeah.
well, what is it that you'd like to see, and how can people assist you? How can we broaden this campaign you have to support families with autism and ADHD?
So the first thing, if you want to support this, just follow our Facebook page. I have given the information to Nikki. We also have a Twitter account, and we are raising funds to have more opportunities for the organization, and also to help us create more workshops and things like that. So just find information in the Nikki Clarke Show.
Sure.
And help us out and share the message just by talking to your friends and telling them about autism and how hard it is to raise children with autism. That's just going to make a huge difference for everyone. And support the parents that are at Queen's Park mostly every day, raising their voices and against, the cuts that are happening right now. Right. Support your teachers too, because it's something that it's affecting everyone at the same time.
Definitely, everyone's in the same boat.
Everyone in the same boat.
Yeah, we definitely need to lean on each other. So I support you. Thank you so much,
Thank you
Susel.
so much for having me.
And thank God for you for having the courage and tenacity to go out there and fight for others. So thank you.
Yeah, somebody has to do it.
Awesome. Susel Munoz, everybody. Follow her on social media. We'll be back.
The Nikki Clarke Show, transforming lives one story at a time. If you would like to be a guest or become a part of our live studio audience, or even to become a sponsor, just go to www.NikkiClarkeNetwork.com.